Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the online workshop on integrating STEM in the classroom organized by Skillveda. Skillveda is your partner in skill development, offering a wide range of webinars, offline workshop, short-term courses, and training programs designed to help you unlock your potential and achieve your career goals. We are thrilled to have you join us for this exciting learning journey. A special welcome to our esteemed trainer, Ms. Lipika Wadhwa, a CBSE resource person, a seasoned trainer and consultant to share her knowledge and insight. Welcome, Lipika.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So
Good evening,
today
ma'am.
all are excited to learn this, most trending topic. As we were discussing also, I was discussing with Twinkle ma'am also, that this topic is the most demanded topic nowadays. You know why? I want to know the answers in the chat box. It should be the interactive session. It should not be that I am giving the lecture and my audience is just listening to it, right? So I want the answer. Why it is a trending topic? Why it is so much in demand? What is happening? Why we are talking about STEM, STEM, STEM? Okay, nobody? I have not received any answer in the chat box. Okay, so no problem. Let's write down this, sentence in the notebook. What are my expectations from this webinar today? Because this will answer you all your queries. What is STEM? What is this E added to it? Why this E has been added to the STEM education, right? So first of all, STEM is the most important theme nowadays in our 21st century classrooms, right? We are living in an era that we cannot just be dependent on a lecture method, that I am saying something and you people are listening, and the same our students are doing. They have their inquisitive minds. Their minds are actually very active, right? We cannot just rely only on our books. They want something else from us. So what do you say? Do you agree with me? Just give me a thumbs up. Do they expect something else from us, or just a normal lecture method? Open your books, take out your notebook, start writing the definitions. Is it so? Yeah, correct. So they want something else from us. So why this STEM education has been introduced? Why it is being emphasized a lot? First of all, we are going to check what is STEM. Yeah. STEM, as the full form of STEM says, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They all
Yes,
are interconnected. They all are interconnected. I request everybody to just mute their mics so that we can have a fruitful session today. So STEM is just about science, technology, engineering, maths. Is it so? Or is it more than that? We are living in a technology world, right? Today is the era of AI, artificial intelligence, right? We cannot just rely normally on the things like, putting up the fuses, doing the normal engineering. We need the, you know, artificial AI intelligent minds, right? So there is a blend of science, technology, engineering, and maths. That is a collaboration of STEM. Yeah, it is widening, it is opening the horizons, it is bringing the more opportunities, and it is increasing the skill. What does our NCF and NEP says? Problem solving skills should come in the children nowadays. What? So how the problem solving skills will come? With this STEM education, the problem solving skills will come, right? What they should do? They should do the experiential learning. What is experiential learning? Give them some hand-on activities. Give them something to do their own. Let them invent. Let them experiment, right? So this is what is STEM education is, right? So STEM education, then we have been introduced with E to it. Now it is just no more STEM education. It is more than that. What it is called? It is STEAM. STEM. What is that? A. S is science, T is technology, E is engineering, A is arts. Most focused area nowadays is arts. So why the most focused area nowadays is arts? Because the children can express, they can be creative. Art open up the minds. It makes you more creative. And when the children will do those experiments with those creativity, with that art, they can learn more better. This is the purpose of using STEM education in our classroom. This huge, focused area. Nowadays, we have STEM labs also. You must be having the robotics labs, ATL labs in your schools. What are these children doing in those labs, right? So, what is R? So, the most important thing is written on the screen now. As educators of 21st century, we want to prepare our students to be holistic individuals who are equipped with skills needed for the challenges of the current world. Every day there is something new. As we were earlier, what were we doing? We never had AI, but everywhere now there is AI. What are we doing nowadays? When you just check your reels, what do you do? Just you start what do you do? If you are just checking the reel of a cooking, right, the another reel will be of cooking only, another reel of the cooking only related to something. That what is that? That is AI, all artificial intelligence. And earlier it was not there. So the era, the world is changing very fast. If we are talking about the European nations, they are far ahead from us. Why they are far ahead? Because they have inculcated STEM education far, that way back, long back in their curriculums. But now, because advancement is, that's why might be we have to, you know, uh, ma'am, excuse me, Sejal ma'am, can you just put yourself on mute? Okay. So, because the advancement, because of this technology, what we need to rely on now? Science, technology, engineering, and maths. And they are all interconnected, right? We have to bring that thing in the children. It empowers the students to adapt to the ever changing landscape, ensuring they are well prepared for the demands of the future. Earlier, what is our purpose of education? So that the children are well prepared for their future, they are well prepared for their demands what are coming up. They can earn their livelihood, they can be placed at the better places. So how we can do it? So being the educators of 21st century, this is our job foremost to um, uh, to bring this knowledge in us. Why the STEM education? What we do, I mean, I'm not talking about you people, I'm talking about in journal. What the teachers do, okay, what is the STEM education? Does they copy paste the thing, prepare these projects, they give them as a homework? No, we have to be with the children in those experiments, in those activities. Why I'm saying this, why the STEM education is a fixed future? Because 75% of the jobs will be the STEM jobs. Whether we are talking about the jobs in India, whether we are talking about the jobs outside, they will be the STEM jobs. Yeah. And it is just not that there will be the STEM job, that STEM will be in every job, every position, you know. And technology as a global knowledge economy is the future, and it requires different skills. Somewhere, engineers. Now, I mean, I always give this example in my workshops, in my sessions also. Like the CEO of Microsoft says, what he says, that I am not having the skilled force. I mean, some engineers are just, they are crammed their books, and they are just putting up their results on the papers. That's it. with those experiential learning. Why the CBSE schools, why this NEP, NCF, why they are inculcating this experiential learnings? Why? Because of this STEM education only, right? And the last point that is mentioned on the screen, business and industry want employees with these skills. That's why it has become the hot topic nowadays. STEM education, STEM, there are so many workshops by the CBSE, and so many programs for the students are happening just on the topic of STEM education. So career, when students ask you about what is the career behind, what we can do. So these are the jobs, healthcare, aerospace, computers, bioscience, financial, manufacturing. And the graph is increasing day by day with these demands, right? Earlier, when if you are not STEM skilled, so the demand is already going down, right? So as I have already introduced about the full form of what is STEM. It is science, technology, engineering, and A is arts and mathematics. So why the science? Why only technology? Why only engineering? So we have these. I have this, small thing, small pointer for you. Science. Why science? Because it encourages the curiosity amongst the students or the children. It brings the observation. It increases the observation power of the children. Yeah, it brings them closer to the natural world, right? And when we do the science experiments or something related to botany or biology, when we are doing something to botany related to botany also, we take the students to the ground parks, right? We take them to introduce them to the, see, this is a park, this is a plant, this is a leaf, according to their levels, classes levels. First of all, and one thing also we have to always keep in mind, whatever the activities we will be planning, it should be age appropriate. Whatever you do, right? If we are talking about the primary classes, plan according to the primary thing. Although we are going to see some activities also in this webinar also, what activities we can do, STEM activities we can do. But always, whenever you are planning something, should be age appropriate. It same applies to us also. If something given to me that is, far away from my reach, it's again going to be boring for me. I will not be taking any interest, and I will not be enthused in doing it. Why technology? Because it involves the uses of tools, softwares, digital platforms, and everybody, the children are more likely to be engaged with the technology nowadays. They want to have those laptops, MacBooks, right? Laptop computers or mobile phones with them. They want to do this. They want to use these things. Nowadays, the trend has come gamification. Students are also doing those, many other things are happening nowadays. They are doing the programming and all. They are making their own games, their apps. So all technology. Then why engineering? Yeah, I have got a very nice answer in the chat box. It increases the critical thinking and problem solving. That I've already mentioned. Problem solving skill has been it is increased because of this. Engineering, problem solving, right? When you get the hand on projects and activities to be done. Then art. Why art? Because art has been introduced now in the STEM education, right? Why? Because it increases the creativity. It You can express. There are many mediums of expression in arts. It just art doesn't mean here painting only. Art has many. It has wider ranges, right? And it makes the students creative. Absolutely, Archana ma'am, thank you so much. It makes students creative. The expresses are nowadays. Earlier we were very much hesitant in expressing ourselves, right? But now the stage students are like so quick. They are like, you tell them and they are ready with the things. So we have to increase this, expression and creativity. We have to enhance it. then comes then comes the mathematics. Why mathematics? Reasoning. Why CBSE also, or the NEP, NCF also focusing on numeracy and literacy? Numeracy, logical reasoning. If they have the strong, reasoning thing, they can have the good problem solving thing also, right? Yeah, it increases, correct, Nisha ma'am, art integration brings an emotional connect to their task, right? They're more connected. Absolutely. Logical thinking. Perfect. Nice. So they make the STEM education makes the flexible learners. They don't make the rigid ones. They are just not focused on one area. They can just widen their horizons. They will be more capable in, solving many situations. They'll be capable in all various skills as well. Yeah. And they'll be more, flexible. They will be more flexible in doing the things, right? Yeah, they can think out of the box. Obviously, when something is, new and hand-on activities being given to the children, they'll be thinking out of the box. They will be doing, maybe their thought ways says, do something, this thing in that way, right? So there are many ways, and every individual has their own mindset on thinking skills, right? They can solve the problem, if you give me something and give something to Twinkle ma'am, might be my way of doing something and Twinkle ma'am's way of doing something will be completely different. So there will be many ways of doing the same things, right? So as I've already introduced that A has been added to the STEM education, yeah, because it increases the critical thinking skills and the problem skills in the children, problem solving skills in the children. And obviously, yeah, it increases the curiosity in the children to do it, right? Because we always know that we have a lot of, we have different learning styles. Everybody knows you educators needs different, we have learning styles, right? So what learning styles we have? Somebody learns better by listening. Somebody is learn better by seeing. Somebody is do better than by doing. So we have to see our students. Everybody is mixture, and we have to focus on everybody. It's just not that okay, I can deliver my lecture in a better way that I can explain on the board. Sorry, gone are those days when you are using just chalk and duster method. Gone are those days. Nobody is going to, entertain this thing that ma'am is teaching on the board and we are writing it. No. Children are, they want something else. They want more from us. Because this thing, that table chalk paper method, they have already done. They can see the YouTubes also. Everything is available. Why they are coming to us, right? Yeah, activity method, absolutely. Activity learning by doing, perfect, right? So both STEM and STEAM aim to provide students with a comprehensive education that prepares them for the challenges of the modern world. The choice between STEM and STEM often reflects educational objectives. Yeah, it has a greater emphasis on the integration of the artistic expression and yeah. So art was used to be considered as a subject like, you know I mean, you can say, art used to be like a drawing thing earlier, but art is not a drawing now. There is another topic of art integration. Why, how you can have introduce your art just don't means her painting and all. Art means your drama. Art means your music, dance, everything comes into art, right? So how you can inculcate this art into your all other subjects also? So how, why we cannot inculcate this in the STEM education also? Why we cannot have it collaborative with our science, technology, engineering and maths also, right? So why is STEM education so important? Why we are talking about the STEM education? Yeah. Perfect, Neela ma'am, linking all the subjects together. This is what all NEP and NCF also talks about, that there is nothing different, separate now. There is no English separate, no science separate, no math separate. They all are one. You can take one topic and you can use all the other subjects with those topics. I mean, with one topic, you can teach all the subjects. So this is what NEAP and NCF also says, right? So what is the STEM mission? There is a mission now to inculcate this or to bring the STEM education amongst everybody. Why this mission has been, why it is all in force now? To ultimately prepare all students for the future education in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and to allow all the students the access to careers in these fields, to prepare all the students for the opportunities of the future. So we are listening, we are just seeing the word future, 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 future.
सबने बड़ा मजा
What's the future about now?
क्या देखा
The future is of technology. The future is of science. The future is of maths. The future is AI. So we have to prepare the students for the future. Yeah. Perfect, ma'am. The art is used for communicating all. So art is obviously, with art we can include, we can include everything can come into art now. So now, what are the why the STEM education is there? Why it is so important, right? So I have brought these, uh, pointers also. Adaptability, combine technical proficiency with creative thinking. Yeah, because the world is changing very fast. Today AI, tomorrow maybe something else. Chat GPT might be tomorrow something else. Meta, AI. There are many other things that are there. The world is changing. Today we just blink our eyes and we have something new coming up, right? So, so that students can adapt these things. Students get to know about these things. They are career ready. They should not be left behind. Whether they are going to work in India or whether they are going to work outside, there's a hell lot demand for the engineers outside. And there is a problem of brain drain. Everybody must have heard, right? So what is this? Because there's a lot of demand of the engineers now. Addressing to the complex and the problems, solving the problems. Yeah, modern challenges often require an interdisciplinary approach. STEM education fosters the ability to tackle the complex problems. We are just not relying on going to be relying on just earlier the mathematical problems used to be given to the children, or when we do some experiments we take the students to the labs, but now we give in the CBSE or in the question paper. Nowadays we give one question. What is that question we give usually nowadays? And that has been introduced nowadays. What is that being given? Can anybody put it that in the chat box? What is those questions that are they are definitely coming in the paper? Can anybody put it in the chat box? What type of questions we always put? They are related to your daily, things. Yes, perfect. Case study based questions. Perfect. What is that case study based questions? Why are they being given to those? Earlier that was not there in the when we were giving the exams. That was not there at that moment. But now it is coming up, case study questions, because the real life situation has been kept in front of them and they have been taught a concept. So we are teaching them, this concept does apply to this real life situation or not, because students ask us, whatever you're teaching is, where is the applicability of that same? Is it being going to be applied, or is it just being for taught teaching only, right? So, and the cultural side of the children also increases if we have this um STEM education when we are giving it. Then comes a common misconception about the STEM education. You know, the as we are talking before this, I also used to say that कि STEM का मतलब क्या है? Only science, technology, engineering, mathematics वही पढ़ाना है बच्चे को. That means we have to focus on the science area. We do not have to focus on any other areas. What about the other things? So this was the misconception. But now, what can happen with it? So I've just taken out this from the internet only. These are the myths that has been given. Can we just have a look? We'll discuss once these myths also. We do not really have, the school says or the teacher says or any institution says, we do not really have the budget for those flashy robots, robotic lab. I was talking about the utter labs and many other things. So we do not have. But what is that? STEM is all about integrated problem solving and can be completely unplugged. You can bring up, the things from your daily life also. You need a dedicated room. A proper setup is required. No, we can do everything in our classrooms. It's just not, you should have a proper lab for the same. The E is not something we need to focus on at or our level. Engineering, it's a very heavy term. Engineering, when you are talking about engineering, they say, okay, engineering. It is after 12th. No, it is for graduation. No. Engineering is the intersection between science and technology. So it should be there in our classrooms. The A just confuses things and dilutes the science focus. Aim is, art. The students will be focusing more on the creativity. They will not be forgetting the science part, right? But it's not like that. It includes the ethics also. It brings the ethics impact also in our students. Just give it to the students and let them go for it. As I was telling you, being a teacher, if you will tell me, if I'll say, okay, बच्चों ये घर से करके आना, this is your homework. No, this is our job. The students are coming with, so much of faith on us that we are going to do something new, right? So teacher's role is to guide, scaffold, instruct, and encourage, right, the students to go on this path. Yeah, so I hope everybody is clear. These were the misconceptions about the STEM education, why it is so important, right? So we have to make our students ready for the future. There are many challenges that will be coming up. The challenge is not that there will be a challenge in the technology. The challenge is in the blink of eyes, the things are changing, right? So we have to, the students should be adapting to those things. So what are those, what we can do being the teachers? What should be our job, right? What are you doing? First of all, I would like to ask my teachers also. You people are, so more experienced than me, having the experience of more than 20 years, 25 years. Some of you must be having that. So what you people are doing? Have you already introduced STEM education, or are you still planning to do it? What are you doing to do it? I want to ask, please. Hello. If anybody wants to speak, you can speak as well if possible. Hello. Anyone? Any answer? Anybody? We are 90 teachers, 90 brains. I mean, so what 90 brains are doing? Nothing. Nothing. 90
Good
brains are doing
evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, ma'am. Please, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, whenever we teach, I take English, but what happens is when we have any passage for reading or we have any project work, in
Yeah.
that, when we give to do any work,
Yeah.
we talk of the subject. Okay, that is the language, uh, the grammar, the correct pronunciation, writing, everything we talk of.
Yeah.
Okay. But along with it, we are going with the passage which is maybe connected to a different subject.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be connected to that subject. And then after that, suppose we are talking about some kind of pollution, a paragraph on pollution, then we'll ask them to make draw a water cycle or something like that, which is connected to that. Then it is also science as well as art in it. Okay? So
Yeah.
now, and if I'm talking, if I have to add math with it, of course, when they're making the water cycle,
Mhm.
maybe the amount of water collected or whatever,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
ever it is, if you so all that is included in that passage when we talk of it.
Yeah.
Then
So you are
what happens? The
incorporating
child
everything.
becomes
Mhm.
incorporating all the subjects so that the
Yeah.
child will have no difficulty when he is studying that subject. And
Yeah.
as well as when the child has studied already that subject, he will be or she will be able to understand this paragraph easily. So it is a collaborative work, all
Yeah.
teachers, I mean subjects and all together.
Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah.
is that we teachers need to understand that we need to collaborate. We should not take each subject as an individual subject. We should take it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the that
Perfect,
is
ma'am. Thank you
missing
so much for
sometimes.
your
I have
help.
seen.
Leepika ma'am, I'm Neelam
Okay.
Madan.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah, ma'am. Please, hello, ma'am.
I
Tell me.
just I am absolutely agreeing with you about the STEM education and all that. We have been doing interdisciplinary action for the past 5 years, ever since NEP has come. All the
Yeah,
things that you have just discussed, we are already doing in our school. But the problem comes the student who are average or above average, they can do these things. But there are students who are hardly able to pass. Suppose like
mm,
ma'am was just telling that she gives this and that. I think everybody is doing the same thing in their schools also. But what
yeah.
about the students who hardly speak a sentence in the class? Or they are just passing with crabbing things? What do you do in such a situation?
Hello,
You know,
ma'am. Neelam, ma'am.
This is the
I think
problem that I'm
the
teaching
drawing
ninth and
part
10th.
will help.
Exactly, only that
The
much.
drawing part,
Now,
the
suppose you give a
drawing part will
child,
help the child.
suppose you are giving a child something to talk, okay? He is not going to do anything. You tell them to enact something, they don't. They just keep quiet. And moreover, drawing part is not everybody's talent.
mm,
They
Yeah,
sometimes
that
10th
child
class
who is weak
students,
in
sometimes 10th
the
class
child who is
students,
weak
they
in telling or speaking will have the chance to draw and show. If not, then he will act. If he cannot act, then we have to act and show them.
but
So
can you
that will
just tell
become
me,
easy for them.
suppose you
okay.
have a 6 period planning of your subject. How many days are you going to give to that child? You have around about 45 students in a class. What do we do in such a situation? A majority, I think, out of 45, there must be around about 10, 15 students who don't want to do anything. Neither they want to draw, neither they want to enact. In such a situation, what should we do then?
You
Ma'am,
know,
on all the sides, I think we are doing it, or everybody is trying to do it. That is holistic development of this. We are
yeah,
going for peer assessment, and teachers will be doing their
yeah,
assessment, everything. So, all
yeah.
the way, I mean, all around, everybody is trying to contribute for that because we need the children to come up with the STEM and STEAM and all that.
Yeah, so I mean, the students should be, if I understand, ma'am, that there are some students, there are 2 to 5% of the students in everybody's classroom that they are not doing anything. They're not actively participating in any of the activities. Neither they are participating, nor they are doing anything. Yeah, and they are not ready to do also. So what we can do is, first of all, we have to put all our efforts. If they are not ready with the science part or any activity part, we can give them the artwork. If they're not ready with the art thing, okay, we can tell them the speaking part. Okay, if they're not ready with the speaking part also, we can take the help of the parents also. We can connect to the parents and tell the parents, that this is how I have, planned for your child. This is how I have planned for your child. I have done the part number 1 also, I have tried part 2 also, I have tried part 3 also. Nothing is working on. Let's work collaborative, right? Let's come together, right? This is what I have allowed, I have given to your child. Please help your child to come prepared from home, right? And let's the child, present it in the classroom. This is what we can have, because NEP or NCF also says that just not the teacher should be the, the part in the life of the student. That is not the only the responsibility of the teacher. The parent should also come into force now. So if this is the only way left in front of us, right? If the child, I understand, 20% of the students are the cream students. They are, without saying also they are doing wonders. Then there are students who are actually doing something. They are actually using their brain and bringing something. There are some less than that, but there are some those who are actually, doing nothing. So, but we have to, this is our duty. This is what we are actually, our profession says the same thing, demands us to do the same thing, right? So we have to take at the end, we have to take the help of the parents only. Let's be, come together. And this is what has been given to the children, to your child. Please prepare your child and send back.
Counseling
This is
can
how.
also help, है ना,
Yeah,
Lipika
yeah,
ji?
counseling, perfect. Yes, ma'am. Twinkle, ma'am, correct. So this is how, I mean, uh, alone, everything, if we'll say we can do everything alone, no. If the children are actually not ready to do that, let's bring other things also,
So
in.
Topa ji wants to say something. So Topa ji, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Twinkle ma'am. I just wanted
Yeah,
to
please.
say here that even if the children are not participating, but we have planted the seed. Okay, they're listening. They are seeing things happening in the class. I mean, whenever they are handling a project or getting involved in a project, maybe they are not participating, but we have sown the seed, right? That we have implanted that thought in their mind that yes, this is, this is the project and this is what the learning is and this is what the outcome that we are looking at. So even if they're not participating, they, at the back of their mind, it registers. Okay, it is, of course, some children are not capable enough. I mean, there is,
Motivation, we can do
they,
motivation also with incentives,
Motivation,
with
right? It
numbers.
also works. Yeah,
so yeah, so
that's what.
yeah, so we cannot just give up. We can, keep involving them in every activity and whatever classroom activities we have planned. Let them not get involved, but at least they have registered in their minds that this is what the experiment was all about. This is what we did. This was the process, and this was the outcome. So there is some learning that is happening.
I
That is
completely
what
Yes.
agree with Sutopa ma'am. Nisha here. May I?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Nisha
please.
ji, please.
So I was just wanting to tell the same. Like when you mentioned about STEAM education, when we were discussing about it, conducting activities involving children, in means, for example, if we are taking, when we are talking about dropping some object into the water with some mass, it will go and settle underneath, but a ship can float on the water. So how does it happen? Is it just the shape, or like we can give aluminum foils to children and ask them to create boards? So here, what is happening? There is immersive learning. So when such things happen, like as Sutapa ma'am said, the child is watching, and it is more fun for the child. The more naughtier, the more involvement the child would show in such activities. And even if the child does not involve, when the teacher asks, what did you see, what did you watch, if the child has a problem with the language, then we can, as science teachers or math teachers, we can always ask the child to get touch base with the language teacher and write whatever he wants to express in English and come back. So definitely the English teachers would only willingly help the child out. Here, integration does not happen only with respect to subject, but between the teachers also. So I think uh, the
That is where it is
reaching to the
missing,
parents
ma'am.
should be the last approach. We must, as much as possible, we must try from our end.
Yeah.
Actually,
The
that
end of,
is where the link is missing, ma'am. I mean, we have to first integrate, collaborate, communicate. Then only we will be able to take
Yes,
it
yes.
with the children.
That's why I think, ma'am, discussing the activities between the co-teachers are so important. So they all are aware
Yeah,
of what is going to
absolutely right.
happen over the week, and they can help each other out.
yeah.
So
That's what I mean. If we have one topic coming up, so this is also by, this is also in NEP and NCF also. If there is one topic that is coming up, all the subject teachers related to those topic, they should sit together, they should be planning those activities, and they should be doing that in, in a one form, that everybody's topic is also done, the activity is also done, and the learning part is also done. And the part that, we were discussing, that the children are not doing it, and all these things are happening, but we cannot leave any child, they should not be left behind.
Archana
Everybody
ji
should
has
be given
written
a
something
chance.
in the chat box.
Yeah. So everybody should be getting the chance. Yeah. Ma'am has written that I have dealt with two such cases. Their children performing, these children performed better in their final exams with my motivation. Yeah, motivation. I had
Motivation
some
is a motivation and counseling. I think so both
counseling
can work
also
together.
matters a lot, right? Yes,
Yeah.
perfect. Yes. So what are the activities, what we can plan into it? Project based learning, right? So we have so many activities. Everybody is doing such activities in the classroom, right? You always plan, let's, for the science topic, for photosynthesis we have this topic, or for some evaporation we have some another topic. So we are already doing so many topics, right? Cross curricular connection, yeah. So, they are the different connections, as I'm already telling about, taking one topic and connecting with it with other subjects. Yeah. Collaboration and communication. Encourage collaboration between students to work on their communication skills, both written and verbal. Yeah. This is also, becoming coming up a lot now, communication. But the thing also comes here, learning styles. Many students, they are actually both well with the written expression also, and the oral expression also. Some are just okay with, written part. Some are good with, they just don't want to write, but they can express themselves very nicely. So it doesn't mean that if the child cannot write properly, the child is not doing it properly, right? So we have to see the child is good in expression orally, so you can give the chance to the child, right? It's just not one thing that we have to focus on only on writing. Technology integration, everybody is doing it, right? Technology, you are bringing it in the classroom, right? We have the trend of gamification coming up. Yeah. The chat gpt alternative to enhance their understanding of the connections between these disciplines through gamification, collaboration, ar and vr simulation, and virtual labs. I think this is being done by technology is being brought by every teacher in the classroom. Inquiry based learning, right? The students, they have, very inquisitive brain. They always keep on asking the questions. Now, why this is happening? If they're asking the question why and how, we should always entertain. We should not be saying it. If sometime we also fumble, we are also not clear with it, we should give we should also always say the children, okay, give me some time, let me research more onto this topic, let me come, next day I will be giving you more extra information about the same. But you should enhance this inquiry based thing, right? You should be having, if the children are asking the relevant question, it should not be the irrelevant thing coming up. The relevant thing, you should be happy one that you are teaching, your path for teaching is going correct, right? So this should be always be there. Now what happen is, implementing steam into your classroom can be an exciting and rewarding process. Remember that implementing a new approach is a gradual process. We cannot say that we can be doing it, if we'll start today and we will reach tomorrow. It will be slowly and gradually, right? We will be reaching to our destination, to our goal. It's okay to start small. As I'm saying it, if it's a small activity, also do that small activity. It's okay, not a problem, but do it. Doing is the main thing. That's why we also expect from the student, if you cannot do the big things, do the small things, but do something. It will open their minds, right? Over time you can expand your efforts as you and students become more comfortable, right? We cannot reach to the moon in one day. It's always a slow and steady process. It takes a lot of time, lot of research. Might be the children are not liking one of the activity, so we will learn, okay, this activity is not that, we can do it in the class. We should see another activity also. Okay, this is also not feasible for my classroom. Let's plan, let me plan something else. Yeah. Or always have the feedback from the students. Always ask. Yeah. Always ask, okay, how you liked it, what are the, shortfalls, what are the things that, hindered doing those activities, how we can make it more better, what other activities. Give the students this research work. Okay, this research more, what, because every day they are on laptop or mobile phone or their macbooks, right? So what are they doing basically? They are always researching only, they're always checking only, right? And every time the new ideas are coming up, so they are the better researchers than us, right? So give them the topic. Okay, let's me take the topic of evaporation. Okay, just give them, explain them the concept, then see, okay, what activities we can do, right? Yeah, open-ended questions. Individual given to a child who needs our support, right, ma'am? We should obviously, we should always, enhance the group activities, right? Because this will only not make our task easy, but also make them learn how to be social, how to adjust, how to, accept everybody's ideas also, how to present their ideas also. So there are many benefits of the group activities. But if one individual is not comfortable in a group, So let's let the child gives individual attention also, right? So this is very, very important for our teaching, right? So now let's come to the very important part, how to start. How to start is, starting is always difficult. We always say when we start, it always takes time. Yeah, it is always difficult to start.
Yeah, Archana ji, you are saying right. We have to see the
Right,
holistic
right.
development of child.
Yes, overall, this was on the first slide also. It focus on the we have to focus on the holistic development of the child,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
This is also the goal of NEP and NCF. Also, it also that overall development of the child should be there. It should not be only the academics, right? And real life situations can help. Yes, ma'am. As we were discussing about the case based questions we give in the paper, so there also somewhere something has happened. No, that's why that has made a case study, right? So we always say, or you can. That's what I'm saying. Whenever you do some topic, give the students, okay, has it happened in your life? Have you ever done such things? Have you done? Okay, you have done. Please present in the class. Okay, share the situation with us, right? Always, okay, please, you know, uh, earlier our approach was teacher centric. Everybody knows. Now our approach is child centric. Our children should be the major part. If the child has, if a child is ready to learn, okay, we are ready to teach, the child is also ready to learn. How the child will be learning? The child will present. Okay, I know this thing, I know that thing, this is what I have done, this is from my experience. Yeah, collaborative learning, perfect, ma'am. Like portrait of Rabindranath Tagore in art, his poem compose his biography and contribution the nation. Perfect, perfect, Jyoti ma'am. So we can have all these things, right? Or we can plan such activities also, and you people are doing also. I can bet on to this. All people, everybody is doing it. We can divide our class into 4 groups. If we have to teach something, one part is given to the one group, another part another. It should not be only for the class activity. Tell them, okay, make your group, discuss it at home also, do your research work, delegate the work to each other, make one head. Okay, so this is how they will learn, because this is the demand of the time, right? The child should be flexible in learning also. The child should not be कि मैं अपना काम करूंगा, this is what I have done, right? I will do this. मैंने तो ऐसे किया था, आपने ऐसा किया है. No, this should not be like that. We should be collaborative. We should be doing it in a group also, right? So starting is always difficult. I always say that when we start, we always have to put a lot of efforts into it, right? So engage students in tangible experiences. Everybody understands, tangible experiences, tangible activities, right? Like building, experimenting, right? Problem solving, right? As we have, ma'am has also mentioned in the group that real world applications to the STEM concepts, because the children ask us nowadays, कि ma'am हमें ये, this is what you have taught us, where to apply it now? Where to apply, ma'am? That means if you have taught us something, that means it is cramming for us when we cannot apply it in our day-to-day life. So we have to show them the practical applicability of the things. Yeah. Then provide opportunities for students' choice within projects, right? As I've told you, uh, tell them, okay, you have started with some topic, okay, tell them to research, tell them to think of it, tell them to share their experiences, or tell them to take up a topic, okay, to present.
We can give task also.
Yeah, we can
Some
give them
kind of
tasks
tasks.
also. We can give them projects. Okay, this is the topic. You take your project, how you want to present it, or you can tell them, okay, what do you want to do with it, with this topic? Please come up with something, right? So actually, this is beneficial for us also, because we will think only maybe one in one way or two ways or three ways. But when we are teaching to 40 students or 30 students, right, we will be getting 30 ideas might be from them. If not 30, might be 20 ideas. So benefit is of ours only, right? So it is always better. Yeah, Archana ma'am, you're correct. Group activities teach leadership skills and value of patience. This is what, right? So they also learn to respect each other also, right? Respect everybody's decision, everybody's ideas. This is what is the demand nowadays. Why the conflicts are happening nowadays? I don't like your way of working. You do not like my way of working, so we will not work together. This is what is happening because they don't know how to be social. They don't know how to, connect to each other, right? So this is what we need to learn. Encourage collaborative learning through group projects. That's what I've already mentioned. Let's do the group activities because individually mostly the children can do, but group work, teamwork, it has more advantages than the individual, right? Then we have encourage collaboration in the classroom with effective grouping, incorporate artistic expression with STEAM activities, right? So problem solving we are already discussing. Leverage technology tools and platform for enhanced learning. Digital tools, right? Nowadays, a lot of activities are done. Quizzes are done on Kahoot, right? Many other platforms are there. Online platform are there. Interactive tools are there, right? So we can start with those things. We can bring it because nobody will love just teaching with a lecture method, right? Everybody will be learning if we loving it if it will be bringing the technology also in the classroom. Arrange field trips. Mostly we are doing it, right? If we have to, we take them to the industry visit or some factory visit, right? We take them to the garden visit, somewhere field visits also there, right? So always encourage doing it, right? And do some activities there only, right? Okay, see now what you can take some topic. Okay, yeah, see, this is what I have taught you, so this is what is this is there, this is this activity, this is how this process is followed. The child will learn better, and next day they tell the child to present in express it in also in his or her own words. See, that will be better, more better, right? Introduce gamification. We have already discussed about it, that gamification element should be introduced, right? Game based learning should be there. This is also nowadays a lot coming up, right? Because children are more into games, so let's make this gaming also more fruitful for the students rather than doing them those bad games. Let them bring them to such games that are useful for them and have a better learning for them. Connect STEAM concepts to current events or contemporary issues, right? What are nowadays, what is being happening? What is happening nowadays? I mean, what is the hot thing that is happening? Can you share some ideas? What you see? Um, Anything that you have heard in the news or you are experiencing? Please share in the chat box. What is happening nowadays? Anything? We had
Use of
bad,
AI is increasing.
nowadays we had that air crash also, that crash. So why it has happened, maybe we can connect it to that thing also. There are a lot of rumors, lot of things are coming up about it, but that is also about technology, engineering, right? So let's talk about that also. Might be कि क्या उसमें failures हुए होंगे, what is there, we can talk about in a simple language also with them. What other things are happening, connect them to the real life things, current events. What is happening, like in North India, it's too hot, so why it is happening, what other impacts are happening other way, right?
Lots
So
of wars happening.
yeah, sorry,
A lot of wars happening.
a lot of wars are happening, right? So why it is happening, what is behind global warming, right? We can talk about it, right? Many, I mean, so connect them, think कि ऐसा हो रहा है ना, so why it is happening, so this is the reason behind it, and how we can stop it, right? So this is all should be taught to the children. They will take more interest, right? More interest. Pollution, perfect, right? Pollution is happening, right? Bad, too bad nowadays. AQI, उनको हम AQI के बारे में we can tell a lot about it, कि how we calculate it, how it happens, what is the science behind it, how to do it. So everything can be deforestation, right, ma'am? Perfect. So why it is happening? अगर deforestation होगा तो if we, I mean, after 10 years, what will be the scenario? So I mean, so we can connect to it, right? If you will planting the trees now, so what will be the result after 10 years? So how vice versa should be taught to the children, right? They'll be taking more of the interest. Misuse of the internet, perfect, right? Yeah. So lot AI has come, so what are the benefits of AI we should be bringing to the children? What are the what are the disadvantages of AI? You should be inculcating this in the students. Now then, they have showcase students' work through presentation, experience, exhibitions, or science fair. And I always believe in, motivating the child just not with the words. Give them something, some badges, some name, star worker, the star topper, now you're the hard worker, like most, creative child. Give them, because it will not affect us. We are not giving anything. But that small, appreciation to the child can might make wonders, right? You know, like okay, this child has presented so nicely. This child has done this experiment. This child has researched this work very nicely. Wow. So let's give them something. Make small badges and give them. Show them their, exhibit their work. It be in the classroom, in the assemblies, might be on the corridors, wherever you find it convenient according to your school styles and school structure. So do it, please. Allow times to for students to explore their interest with the STEAM framework. You know, it is just no STEAM is just not restricted to one topic. There are many things to it. So let the child take the interest into it. Give them the topic. Just don't restrict the child ki nahi, this is not for you. This is not what you are not going to do it, right? This is not relevant, right? Never. Might be the child may get connected to that topic and do much better in the other topics also. So please keep, as we were talking about, keep encouraging the child. Motivation is the key to success now. Earlier it was the hard work is the key to success. Now motivation is the key to the success for the children, right? Encourage reflection
Out of box
activities.
thinking. Out of
Sorry,
box thinking.
out of box thinking, right? Yeah, for metacognition and a deeper understanding. Foster self-awareness and critical thinking by incorporating reflection activities, right? Helping students understand their learning process and improve problem solving. Um, what is the meaning of incorporation of engineering in STEM? What is the meaning of incorporation? What do you, I mean, I didn't get your question, ma'am. As we said that engineering is for the higher level, but engineering is not actually for the higher level. It is the connection of the science and the technology. So when we are making science and technology collaborative, we are doing it, then the engineering, happens, right? So this is what is the topic of engineering. That is engineering. Engineering doesn't mean we are bringing them to on a high scale, they are making so hard projects, they are doing another out of the level word things according to the age appropriate thing, what is required at their school level, right? That is what being given to the children. Engineering doesn't mean I already mentioned engineering is a very heavy topic, heavy word. Everybody says engineering means the child is going to become an engineer. Engineering doesn't mean they're engineering of the higher level. Now for us also,
Yes,
attend workshops.
Lipika ji, Sutopa
Yes,
ji
ma'am.
wants to say ask something. Yes, Sutopa ji.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
I didn't ask anything. I was just saying that engineering, in a very simple sense, is telling the children how things work.
Yeah, how
That
to
is
work. Yeah, perfect, Sutopa ma'am. Thank you so much. Obviously, yeah, the how the things work. That's what I'm saying. Age appropriate in the in the at the school level, we cannot tell the child to make the projects, make this thing work like this. Do the activities of the higher level, right? We will be giving the age appropriate. That's why I mentioned in the beginning only. Whatever the activities we are planning, we are going to plan it according to our what you say age, right? If we are talking about the 6 to 8 middle school,
Still
middle
hear me?
middle
Vishal
Rishika
ji, you
here?
want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to give one or two examples. Is it okay?
yeah, please, ma'am.
So, ma'am was just mentioning how, in simple words, how things work with related to engineering. Engineering has multiple fields, right? Like
Yeah,
architecture,
yeah,
things like that. Mechanical and all that. Even making a child understand how a toy car can function.
yeah,
Okay, by removing the back end of the car and then refixing it. That is part of engineering. And like when the child does a research for a science project on different types of houses, in reality, making the child construct those houses with whatever available items a small miniature of it. That is also part of engineering. So engineering is just building or functioning or working of things in real time. So if we can convert our projects into working models, then we have achieved it. That's what I have understood, ma'am. I just wanted to share this.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. That is perfect, ma'am. So as you people are doing, you're attending the workshops and taking the professional development opportunities, you're taking part into it. So you should be taking, because we have to keep ourselves always updated, right? Might be whatever I'm giving you, whatever I'm showing you today on the screen, you already know about it, right? But there are few, might be I'm also learning a lot from you. A lot of ideas are coming up to me. A lot of words and new words I'm learning. So it is always beneficial to get connected, right? Work with other teachers in your school or district to share resources and ideas, right? Okay, like you can also, like ma'am has also asked, please suggest some activities for the pre-primary group. So might be I will suggest some activities, other teachers will also suggest activities. So 1 plus 1 here is 11 now, right? It is not 1 plus 1 2, right? So it is always better connected to everybody, each and everyone. We should not be always feeling like ki I don't know this thing. Oh, why I don't know this thing?
Yeah,
Let
Miss
me
Rao,
learn this.
Miss
We are
Rao want to ask something. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, even in language, suppose if we want engineering in language, I think phonetics and how to pronounce, that is also one kind of engineering only, how to, I mean, create words. That's also a kind of engineering only.
yeah. Yes, ma'am. Perfect. Right. So it is what I mean. That's what STEM is just not restricted to one thing only. It is the
Yeah,
collaboration of everything, right? So it
yeah.
is all
Thank
about all the other subjects. It's just not about these subjects mentioned here, right? So while we were waiting for what activities when we can do, so STEAM classroom, how it could be, right? So it is about Legos, everybody's knows about it, right? We can have art projects, technical aspects with art projects we can start with, right? Or coding interactive programs we can start with, right? And then I have seen these, I could find these activities there. Building structures for the younger ones and for the older ages. So what we can do is utilize building blocks for on or everyday items, right? They can make the simple structures. So this is for the younger wood, that will be interesting for them, and we can do it in the pre-primary classes also. So what we can do for the other ones, they can be using these materials like toothpicks and spaghettis and pop sticks, sticks, and they are making some engineering. They're applying those engineering topics and making some models or something, right? They are making some structures related to using these objects. Then coding challenges. What these students can do? They can be just seeing these apps, right? Visual coding apps. We can just show them these are the games, how they are designed for the junior ones. But for the older ones, we can give them Python, JavaScript. They can make their own and they're making it a lot. We are, I mean, a lot of schools are doing it also. They are they're putting up the competitions also based on the same. Sorry.
Rituji, you can unmute yourself.
Hear me now?
Lipika ji, now you are audible.
Okay, ma'am. I'm just sharing the screen. 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, my laptop battery went off. Just 1 minute. I'm just sharing it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we were discussing that we are already doing this, right? We are having coding competitions are being held in many of the schools nowadays, right? So they are doing it already, and children are already starting with many of the yeah. I hope now. My God, you can see my screen. Everybody can see my screen now. Is it visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Then it is next slide is water rocket launch, right? So we can have these plastic bottles. Nowadays, one more I could recall of one of the experiment that is happening nowadays. That one is with the turmeric in water in on WhatsApp and on Instagram. It is so much viral. So that is also an experiment that we are showing to the children, right? Then create simple water rockets using plastic bottles. We can introduce that thing, right? And old age one, we can have those advanced water rockets, with deeper exploration of aerodynamics and launch, dynamics, right? Then we have solar oven cooking, right? We can have for the solar using those cardboards and aluminum foils, we can show them these how it affects. For the older ones, we can have those we can have engineering with more sophisticated solar ovens, right? With additional design elements for cooking experiments and discussions on solar powers. We can have the discussion also on the solar, and how we can show why the ovens are not, beneficial, or what are the disadvantages of using these microwaves, and also what are the lights that are coming, what are the rays that are coming. So we can show that also. Then we have DIY kaleidoscope, right? We can tell them to use those cardboard tubes. They can make that, right? Then the older one, we can make it more complicated, might be. Environmental engineering challenges teach students basic principles of environmental problems and solutions, such as trash sorting, water filtering, and planting for a purpose, right? And older ones, they can design their program, they can show waste reduction programs, right? They can present their ideas, and how it can be beneficial if we'll be segregating the waste. So this is what should come. Then it should be like maths puzzles and the games. Younger ones, what they can do is incorporate in enjoyable maths puzzle board games. We are happening, I mean, in the school holidays home task for the summer vacation, we always give to make the maths puzzles, right? So they can make. For the younger one, this can work. For the older one, they can have more logical games, they can make problem solving games, they can make. Then magnetic slimes, they have, slimes. The junior ones, they always learn. The pre-primary ones will love it, right? So they can have those slimes. They can use those. They can tell what are these, what is the benefit of this. This is the magnets. What is the benefit? What is the, science behind these magnets. And older ones, they can have more comprehensive learning and understanding about these chemistry and the magnetic slimes. So these are the small activities that the children can, we can incorporate in our classrooms, where it will be interesting also, and it will give a better learning experience also for the children. Yeah. So I think that's all from my side. I wanted to, I would like to share, want to know more ideas if anybody is inculcating such ideas in the classroom. Anything, anybody who would like to share? Hello. Yeah, anybody who would like to share the ideas, what other activities are being done by you people in the classroom that can be beneficial for us? Anyone? We have, again, I'm saying we have 95 brains sitting here.
Almost 100 now.
100, yeah, 100 brains are sitting. So 100 brains, what 100 brains says?
Archana ji, you want to say something? You were writing in the chat box also.
What
Nisha ji wants to know what's the question.
The question is actually, ma'am, what more activities you people are doing in the classroom, right? Many, yeah, okay. So we are doing science experiments for young learners through story. Okay, so how, Purvi ma'am, can you please give me some example? How are you doing? This is something new. With the story, you are doing the science experiments?
Yes, ma'am. Suppose last year we have done water cycle.
Okay.
Now, for senior KG kids, to explain them water cycle is little bit difficult.
Yeah.
Because they are too small.
Yeah.
So I have actually I am writing my own stories also.
Okay,
so
that's great.
I have created one short story.
Okay.
That there was one Hello.
Okay. Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
audible?
Yeah,
Huh.
ma'am.
There was a one drippy water drop
Yeah.
who is playing in the big ocean. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, Purviji, you
Huh.
are audible.
Huh. So one drippy water drop is playing in the ocean and playing in the ocean with her friends. Now, what, what happened one day when they all were playing together? Suddenly, sun came. Okay, sun came,
Okay.
and due to the heat, all water drops get tired.
Oh.
While playing, they get tired. So now they are finding some way to get relaxed. So now the clouds came down and tell them that come on, let's come and take rest with us. Okay? So slowly, all the water drops go with the clouds. They have taken some rest. But now what happened? When the cloud is totally covered with all the water drops, so it becomes heavy. So now slowly, the rain comes down. Means all the water drops again come to the ocean. So this whole process is
Nice.
called
Beautiful
Wow, ma'am,
story,
this is so
Purviji.
nice.
Beautiful
You know,
story.
wonderful, ma'am, wonderful. I really appreciate. I mean, I've never heard this story. You know, such way.
Yeah.
yes,
So this is something very interesting, ma'am. Nice, very nice,
yes.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Anyone else
ma'am.
who wish to share such, activity, some such thing?
Ma'am, we could conduct activities for the pre. Somebody had asked some activities for STEM related activities for pre primary kids. So generally, we teach them the sorting, uh, you know, grouping, all these. Once we finish teaching, we can convert this into an activity by placing different objects at different distances where they uh, run, do that activity, go to the next point, do the next activity, and then like Castle or something
Yeah,
like that. We could create that for them, and in real time we can make them do it and see
yeah,
how much fun they will have.
yeah,
And
yeah,
another thing is that Thirsty Crow story
yeah.
itself is a classic example for STEM. Like we could show how the water rises when the stones
Yeah,
are thrown into the
yeah, yes,
like
yes,
we can convert many of their stories and rhymes to this
exactly.
this one. Yes.
Exactly. So thank you so much, ma'am. This is also something, very unique, and sorry. Um, with clay and toothpicks make the 3D shapes, right, ma'am? So this is also something the children also love it, right? You
Role
know,
play also we can do na, Lipika ji? For role play also we can make it happen in the classroom.
yeah, with the role plays, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can use that, and even I really like this one, ma'am, and mentioned for the pre-primary float and sink. Right, this is also done in the primary, all the primary schools. I mean, primary classes. This is done floating and sinking. Right, so that gives also a better understanding of the concept to the children. They learn it better.
Hello,
Right.
ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am.
Ah,
Tell us, ma'am.
ma'am, now Twinkle ma'am say a role play.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah, Purviji.
whatever story I told you that we have performed through role play means
Yeah,
some
yeah.
Oh yeah.
few children became water droplets. Then
Oh,
few
that
uh,
would be more interesting, right?
yes, ma'am. And
Yeah.
few
Nowadays role
few
play is very
children became
interesting for
Yeah.
kids.
clouds, and
Yeah.
with the clouds they make a circle, and slowly the water droplets will enter in the circle.
Yeah, so that's so nice. Yeah. So I mean,
Thank
there are n number of activities that can be done, with the children,
We can make learning interesting by doing these
doing
activities.
these activities only, right? Because children
Yeah.
nowadays, they want to play and learn rather than
Exactly.
just learning and,
Activity-based learning. Activity-based.
activity-based.
They
They
are
want
more
to do
into activity-based
activities only.
learning.
Whether you give them, by role play, storytelling, whatever you take it, like you mentioned the method of storytelling, that is also very much important nowadays, right? A lot of students are very bad, they are not so fluent with expressions, so they can better express also them with these activities.
Shobna ji is writing solar system can be incorporated with our family system.
Right? This is what we are also doing in our school, solar system with a family system, right? So they are learning both the things now here, right? Yeah. Okay, and we can ask the students to bring newspapers from their homes and tell them to underline the nouns, adjectives, and that. Yeah, this we are doing.
This
We are
we
giving
used
them
to
the
do
magazines
in our class also.
in
Our
other
teachers used
classes,
to
so,
get
and we are
this.
giving the magazines nowadays to the students, right? And they are taking out. So this is one of the same thing. So there are a lot of n number of activities, right? And I mean, over to Twinkle ma'am now. This is all from my side. STEM is nowadays very important, right? And we cannot take it off from our school system now. It has to be incorporated at any course in our schools, right?
Lipika ji.
Make the future leaders.
I
Other
think
countries.
you have made this webinar so interesting. Everybody was sitting till last moment to listen
Okay.
what you are saying.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. But
Yeah.
actually, I'm getting so many new ideas also. I was also not aware of all these things, ma'am. That's what I'm saying. Benefit is mine because
Yeah,
I'm learning from
all are getting
100.
benefited.
You know,
All are getting benefited.
yeah. So everybody is, that's what is the power of, these webinars and seminars. We should take up
Exactly.
all these things, right?
Ideas get exchanged and everything.
Changed and yeah, and it widens our horizons also, right? Yeah. So over to Twinkle ma'am now.
Yeah, Lipika ji, thanks a lot for your time and efforts. You have
Thank you
done a
so much,
wonderful
ma'am. Thank
job,
you.
literally. I was
Thank you.
also interesting. Acha, ye hota hai. I was listening each and every word.
Thank you so much.
Any questions from anyone? Yeah, yeah, Jayashri ji, please. Can you mute if someone is?
आपको भी नहीं भूलना है, हमें भी नहीं भूलना है। क्यों? हमारे साथ जो कुछ भी हुआ है,
I think Lipika ji, somebody is. Can you mute yourself?
हमारे साथ पैसा खेल है।
Hello. I
Hello.
mean, I couldn't even. Miss Decides you want to say something?
Jayashri ji, you want to say something? No, maybe. Lipika ji, thanks a lot for your time and
Thank you
efforts.
so much, ma'am. Thank you
Such a
so much.
interesting
Thank you so much,
webinar.
everyone, for being here for the whole time. And please exchanging your ideas. I hope I have made the justice. You have understood why it is STEM is so important.
Definitely,
Right?
definitely, Lipika ji. Thanks a lot for your time. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you, everyone.